Traditional education is based on a recitation and memorization up to the last decade, with techniques used and implemented in a large scale. Students' motivation and inspiration was based on lectures providing a great variety of opportunities. Conventional education or traditional education approach is based on recitation as a key element as far as the old-fashioned way of teaching is concerned. After that, a written test or an oral examination usually takes place in the class. What we have so far described constitutes the assignment study recitation test. An alternative approach is to use the lecture in a more interactive way and manner. The students' engagement in class, as well as the active participation, is fundamental. There is a great variety of tools and methods that can serve this purpose from a teacher's perspective. This can be implemented through the traditional way of teaching too. Some of them include speaking clearly and in an appropriate way, writing on the board using good handwriting and good layout, or giving your students sufficient time to copy anything you expect them to do. Aiming to maintain and monopolize interest of students, here are some helpful tips. Set the context in a transparent way, informing your audience what the lecture is about. Before you start, give guidelines to students so that they have some idea what they are going to be talking about. Chunk the material into coherent pieces in order to avoid lack of integration to the new material with the existing knowledge structures. Be interactive and make an eye contact. Don't be afraid to talk in a polite and informal way to students. Pay attention to your tone and the voice you use to talk to your students. Ask genuine questions. Brainstorming is the best way to have a motivated audience during your lecture. In discussions with your students, do not stay at the first response that you will be given, even though this may be correct. Give time for more thinking, more possible answers, so that students can broaden their way of thinking and horizons in general. Get students to vote a choice of answers. Remember, use voting if this process helps, bring better results and keeps them engaged. Make it personal. Every teacher must have care for his or her audience. Being personal means that you actually care.